Hi tech lovers, and welcome to another episode of the Tech Hub. This episode is a buying guide, unboxing and review episode where I check out the iVANKY FusionDock Pro 3. I give you my thoughts and opinions on this dock and test it out. So let's get into it and let's start the episode. So here it is, looking glorious, the FusionDock Pro 3. Big thank you to iVANKY for sending it to me and reaching out to me to see if I wanted to check it out and review it. They did previously send me the FusionDock Pro Plus 1, which was more for multiple monitors specifically, but this one is for the extra USB connections, etc., and Thunderbolt 5. So I was more than happy to check it out. I, of course, will put a link below to that video and a link up here. Now, I think maybe they've gone away from the multiple monitor things because MacBooks now can connect more than 2 or 3, right? Whatever the changes this year. So, I'm very glad to see this. It looks very similar, but that's a good thing because I think iVANKY's build is awesome. The products look like Apple, it's packaged like Apple, so you can't really go wrong with them. So yes, I'm going to unbox it, test it and review it today, but I can already tell you at this point, this thing is going to be epic. So go and buy it. There's a link below for you to check out the product. And of course, there's timestamps throughout if you want to skip to any section of this video. So let's get into the specification. So let's dive into the iVANKY FusionDock Pro 3, a powerhouse Thunderbolt 5 docking station that's redefining connectivity for Mac and Windows users alike. Let's explore what makes this dock a game changer. So at the heart of the FusionDock Pro 3 is a Thunderbolt 5 technology, delivering blazing fast data transfer rate of up to 80 gigabytes. With bandwidth boosts, it can surge into an impressive 128 gigabits per second, making it perfect for video intensive tasks and high-speed data workflows. So for Mac users with M1, M2, M3 or M4 Pro / Max chips, the dock supports dual 6K displays at 60 Hz. Windows users aren't left out, connect up to 3 4K monitors at 144 Hz or dual 8K display at 60 Hz depending on your system's capabilities. The FusionDock 3 Pro boasts an 11-in-1 port configuration. So you've got one upstream Thunderbolt 5 port, which you connect to, 3 times downstream Thunderbolt 5 ports, 3 times USB-A 3.2 Gen 2 ports, that's 10 gigabits per second, 1 times USB-A 3.0 point, that's 5 gigabits per second, 1 times UHS 2 SD 4.0 card reader up to 312 megabits per second, 1 times 3.5mm audio jack, 1 times 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port, and 1 DC output for the power. So this array ensures seamless integration with all your peripherals and devices. It's equipped with a 180 watt power adapter. The dock provides up to 140 watts charging for laptops and 60 watts for USB-C devices. This means you can power your MacBook Pro and other gadgets simultaneously without compromising on performance. Not just your MacBook Pro, MacBook Air, all of your MacBooks or your laptops. So designed with a minimalist aesthetic, the FusionDock Pro 3 complements any workplace. Its compact form factor ensures it doesn't clutter your desk, while its robust build quality promises durability. So what do you get in the box? We're going to check that out in a minute, but you get the FusionDock Pro 3, you get the Thunderbolt 5 cable, you get 180 watts power adapter, AC power cord, 2 times anti-skid pads, and a user manual. Who reads that? So now we've dumped into the specification, let me unbox it. Now I've been itching to open this thing. As you can see, the cellophane wrap is still on it. So let's get into it. And like I've already said, as I stated on my previous video with iVANKY, I love their build quality, their production value, let's call it that X factor, that Apple factor that we have. And it fits very much in. And this is, for me, it's very much designed for MacBooks. So I'm not going to test out my Mac Mini, even though it is going to work. Now with Thunderbolt 5, this is still relatively new technology. New Mac M4s with the Pro chip have it, and MacBook Pros do. Can't remember off the top of my head if MacBook Airs do or not. Mac Studios do. So let's see what future technology looks like. Okay, here's the unit itself. We'll take a look at that in a second. Under all of that, we should have all the cables. So I'm going to get these out and ready because we are going to take it for a spin today. We have the Thunderbolt 5 lead. Now, this is my only, and this really was my only criticism last time. It's not very long. So this is why for me it's MacBooked, because you're not going to go far from your MacBook. So portable. Yes, you could get a longer cable, but if you've got a desktop setup, more than a meter would be nice. Here is the power brick. Now we want this to be big because this is where all of that 180 wattage is going to come from. And we're in the UK, so of course a UK power cord. And as I stated, the world's smallest user manual. Who's going to read this? Plug it in, use it, okay? But anyway, it's there for you guys that like to read manuals. Reading manuals is a toilet activity. And here we have it. Let's take a look before I take it for a spin. Yeah. Slightly different color for me. I remember the last one I reviewed to be more of a black, or certainly a darker gray. This is a great looking silver. It's a bit darker than my Mac Mini and my other silvers, but I think this will still match any MacBook that you've got. It's kind of in the middle ground. It's not too light, it's not too dark. So if you've got a dark MacBook or a light MacBook, it won't look out of place. Again, build quality is epic. Here's as a 5G USB, two of the 10Gs, the gigabit, 15 watt, two 15 watt Thunderbolt 5. This is the one you plug into. This is 60 watt, another 10, and an SD card and that. So it's filled, absolutely filled. Again, another reason why I wouldn't personally use this on a desktop setup. I like my ports to be just at the back. So if you had this somewhere, I'd have to have it this way around and you'd see clutter from the side. We don't like clutter. I don't like clutter on desktop setups. But for mobile MacBooks or Windows laptops, don't let me forget about you guys, is a dream. So let me plug it in and give it a test. Okay, so I've got it all set up now. It's obvious to see where to put the Thunderbolt 5 one. It's the picture of the laptop, which again tells you it's really specifically designed for laptops. Power just goes in the back. Now the green light's on, so I assume it's on. However, I believe you do have to manually turn it on. Now this doesn't have Thunderbolt 5, but it does have Thunderbolt 4. So let's plug it in. Here we go. Boom. I heard it come on. It's charging already. And of course, whenever you first connect a device to macOS, it's going to ask permission for you to give it permission to use that USB. Okay, so it's not currently charging the device. However, it's using pass-through, so it's not going to drain the battery, and you could always plug it into a different port to charge it as well. Of course, I've got that in one of the USB-C connections, and I could just plug the MagSafe in to charge it. Okay, so the best drive I've got for speed is this Samsung T7. I've got two of them. You know my love for them if you follow me. So let's plug it in to one of the ones on the back. There we go, blue light, T7, recognize straight away. Now there's nothing on it, however, I am going to do a Blackmagic speed test. Here we go, nothing wrong with that at all, 848, right, 659 read. Yeah, absolutely fantastic, lightning fast, excellent. Now I'm curious to see the Ethernet speed, so let me plug that in. So I have 1 gigabit Ethernet and I hardwire my office connections into it. So that's plugged in. Let me just check that that is set up. Network. Yeah, it's certainly showing. So let's check out my internet speed. Here we go. The fastest I get is about 1.2. But look at that, 1.1. Fantastic. So the last thing I do want to test with the FusionDock Pro 1 Plus, the one with all the monitors they sent me before. I can get my studio display to work with it. Now this one isn't specifically designed, but actually reading it, I've just read the manual, me joking about the manual. I did just read the manual. You don't seem to need separate software for it. Because that was multi-monitor, you did need to download their software for it. This one, there's no mention of it. So I'm hoping I can just plug the studio display in and then get it to work. So I don't have a lot of cable to work with here. So let me move it closer. And there we go. It works a treat. So that fell down on me last time, so I'm super happy that that worked. Now the final test I want to do probably isn't a fair test, and you're probably never going to do this, but I'm curious. I want to plug my TS4 into it to see that it sees all those peripherals, runs the two displays as well. So let's see what happens. So I'm going to unplug it from my Mac Mini and plug it into the back here. See what happens. Here we go. There we go. Absolutely beautiful. So both displays. Let's have a look. A bit the wrong way around. There we go. Always like to rearrange. Good. There should be one hard drive there. Should be two hard drives. Yeah, there's my hard drives. So both these monitors are plugged into USB-C. So yeah, I would say that's a successful test. Okay, so I'm extremely impressed with this. And like I said, even though I don't have any Thunderbolt 5 devices, I would highly recommend you get this. You can get it direct from iVANKY for £338 as of this recording. That's cheap as I could find. I think it was 350 on Amazon. Couldn't find any on eBay. So direct from them is a very good price. And I know they introduce new customer discounts too. Now for the version below that isn't Thunderbolt 5, which I believe is Thunderbolt 4, it's about £100 less. So yes, it's a gap, but for me, if you've got Thunderbolt 5, the reason you've got Thunderbolt 5 is for the speed, right? So yes, it's worth the extra money. If you don't have Thunderbolt 5 yet and you're thinking about getting one of these, I would go for it personally. You're future-proofing yourself. You know, in 6 months you might get your first Thunderbolt 5. And remember, Thunderbolt 5, like everything else, the price will come down. So in a year's time, you might have several Thunderbolt 5 devices, and you're going to regret getting the non-Thunderbolt 5 version. I love iVANKY as a brand. Again, thank you very much for sending this to me. Honored that you choose me to test your devices, and I'm super happy with this one. So that's a wrap on our deep dive into the iVANKY FusionDock Pro 3. If you're seeking a future-proof docking solution with top-tier performance and versatility, this dock is worth considering. Have you tried it out? Have you used iVANKY products before? Share your experiences in the comments below. And as always, please be kind. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell icon for more tech insights from the Tech Hub and be notified whenever I do an upload. Please follow me on Instagram and Threads at TechHubWorldUK. Check out my website at www.techhubworlduk.co.uk and I'll see you on the next episode.